Right, 15 November 2025, and today I want to give you the afternoon or mid-afternoon update, and I want to continue as I was doing my own business. I see that people are continuing to peddle false stories, so we need to clarify everything so that we don't have lies. So I don't like people who lie, especially people who give false narratives. They confuse the environment, and we need to know who is a Democrat and who is not. Currently, there are a lot of people who are pretending to be Democrats, but they are not. And there are people that are peddling lies. So we need to correct every false narrative. And I'm going to be doing it. I'll make sure that every false narrative is corrected. So I've seen the issue of job Sikhala is continuing, and many people are interested in knowing what exactly happened between Nigel Sibanda and job Sikhala. So job Sikhala had an interview, and I've seen many people carrying it. For example, people like Jacob Ngarivume, and they actually seem to believe that story. The biggest problem you can do is when you're moving around someone and you don't know who is funding that person. So you must know who is funding a person. And in this particular case, job Sikhala was being funded by Nigel Sibanda, and something happened, and they ended up in this situation where they are right now. The good thing about South Africa, they've got electronic gadgets. So very soon, you're going to hear the full account of what happened with job Sikhala. He's out on bail, but eventually, you're going to see more detail of what has happened. Yesterday, in his narrative, job Sikhala left out key details about his relationship with Nigel Sibanda. And some of it, I got it firsthand when they were in jail. So I was in jail with them. I went to the jail to see them at the police station. And some of the details he left out include the fact that he was paid when they had a meeting. He was looking for money. He went to get paid. So they paid the money there where he met them. He was paid money. When he was arrested, Nigel Sibanda sent a lawyer to the police station, and the lawyer interviewed job Sikhala. So the first lawyer that job Sikhala had was a lawyer from Nigel Sibanda. After that, Nigel Sibanda sent cash for job Sikhala in jail for food. So he's the guy who sends food for job Sikhala in jail. So whatever is happening, I do not know, but I'm giving you what I know. These guys are not telling us the full story. Politically, they need to tell us what's going on between job Sikhala and Nigel Sibanda. I then had a call with the writer of the book, Angero. So that is Pastor Mnyaradzi Angero Savan. When I was still at the jail, I had a phone call with this pastor, Angero Savan Mnyaradzi. And we were discussing, and I asked him what's happening. Who is Nigel Sibanda? What has happened that he traps job Sikhala? And he was not committed. He didn't want to commit. He had evasive answers. He could not explain, but he was still in the hotel that was paid by Sibanda's hotel. They were booked into a hotel, both job Sikhala and Savan. However, job Sikhala felt that he was poisoned during the week. And then he left the hotel. He never went back and went to stay by his uncle. But he had already stayed in that hotel. The person that paid the flights for job Sikhala and also the expenses for staying around in Johannesburg and for launching his book is the same as Nigel Sibanda. So his story is not complete and is in fact false. Some of the things that he's saying here are false. And we want to correct these narratives. We don't want people to walk around. Especially, I feel bad for Hopo. Hopo is being endangered when he hangs around with these people. When he goes to their meetings and he doesn't know that they've been arranged by people who are linked to ZANU-PF, it endangers him. It puts him in danger because, as you know, people want him. He left at night. I left earlier than Hopo when we were at the meeting where there was the book launch in Johannesburg. Myself, I don't stay at a meeting after a meeting is held. After my business is done, I left. And I left Hopos too in that place. Imagine if ZANU-PF people are in control of an event where someone like Oppo is, he's being endangered. He doesn't know that ZANU-PF people are in charge of that meeting. But let me quickly take you through what Job Sikhala said. I'm going to quickly take you through what Job Sikhala said right now inside of the interview. So let's go through the interview. To come and have a chat at that place. When we arrived there, we were later joined by one of the persons whom he introduced to us as the national post, whom he called his young brother. So after having had tea and also have some few conversations between among ourselves, Nigel then asked for the power bank for his phone. He said that he has forgotten his own his power bank for his phone at home. My uncle told him that he should ask the waiters for them to charge his phone so that when it has picked up some battery, he will be able to use it. He then said that no, he has some very important messages that he wants to receive from his phone, so he needs the power bank to be with him. He asked me whether I have a power bank or not. And then I said no, I've left it in the car, and I can go and take it and then bring it to you. So when we had to go to the car, it did not belong to myself. It belonged to my uncle, Mr. Alexander Tema. He wanted to give me the keys to go and take the power bank from the car, but it later did not happen that way because the friend to Nigel Shumba, this other guy called whom we were told that he is the national boss, asked Malume to give him the keys because he would not allow people of my stature, as a prominent politician in Zimbabwe and also a leader, for me to go to the motor vehicle as it was raining. That he must. Okay, so I just want to clarify that it's not true that Job Sikhala didn't go to the car. He went to the car. I confirmed it with Ndara Tema. Job Sikhala went to the car and went with the guy. The guy went away for 20 minutes. This is the story we got on the first day. So this story is not true. These guys are not telling us the truth. They must come clean, totally clean on what happened, because what they're doing right now is to endanger other people and also to completely lie. The National Democratic Working Group is not a real organization. It's fake, and it's also a project. So it is a project. It's being used by certain people within ZANU-PF, and what they're doing here in South Africa, they're endangering people as they walk around pretending to be launching, and yet they're working with ZANU-PF people, getting paid. Their hotels are paid, where they're staying is paid. And now they've brought about a lot of liars to come out and smear campaign some of us. I now want to take you to the continuous smear campaign against myself. That's why I'm interested in this. I will never allow myself to be smear campaigned. It will never happen. Now we want to take you to, that is Ango Jeds. I'm very disappointed with Ango Jeds publishing such nonsense. So Ango Jeds has recently published a letter, and a letter says 15 November 2025, victims of Gambakwe stance payment. To all Zimbabweans, both at home and in the diaspora, who paid money for residential stands, allegedly facilitated or sold by Pardon Gambakwe but never received any land, we are formally calling on any affected person to come forward. Over the past months, multiple individuals have reported paying for stands in areas such as Kariba and Victoria Falls, only to find out that no legitimate stands were allocated. Many victims have been left without documentation, without communication, and without refunds. This letter serves as a united call to action. If you've paid money and never received your stand, please step forward so we can collectively pursue accountability, transparency, and justice. Fraud thrives when victims stay silent. We refuse to allow this to continue, especially when hardworking citizens and diaspora families are exploited. If you have proof of payment, message, what, receipt, or any evidence, you're encouraged to submit. Together, you can build a consolidated case that protects others from falling into the same trap. This movement is not political. It is a community effort to stop financial abuse disguised as land opportunities. No one should be taken advantage of because they trust someone with influence or political connections. Your voice matters, your story matters, and your courage to speak up or protect countries, countless others. Regards. So let me make it clear. I have never, and I mean I've never had stands for sale. Myself, I've never sold a stand. I have had projects where we came together and built a place in Kariba. In Victoria Falls, we did an exploratory project and we abandoned that project. I let you guys know. Money was never deposited into my account for these projects that we did. Currently, we went to court with some of the people that were in our projects who have not paid. And the case has been struck off the roll. It's not on the roll right now as you speak because there is no such case. Point 5 Creative is not a police station. Like someone who calls and say, if you lost money from this guy, go and report to us. It's part of this false narrative of Job Sikhala. I don't know who has paid him after this Job Sikhala story to sort of like smear campaigners. I have never, and there's no one that I owe money in Zimbabwe or anywhere. Right now as you speak, if I owe you money or have taken your money or anything, come out right now. My number is here. Right now, as we speak, not tomorrow. Here is my number. And we're going to call Point 5 Creative right now so that we can tell him to stop what he's doing. I am going to sue this guy because he's working for some strange people that he doesn't know. Kuti nangana ume murume, iwe uripo, urudei, pana ume murume, every day nanga ni ume murume. Let's see where I can phone this guy. What it is that he wants from us. In I've got no funny deals that I've done anyway in Zimbabwe or in another country. It's so embarrassing to see someone cheat us so. Let's see if you can phone this number, this actual number that is there. So that is 068, okay, 069 478 6459. So let's call that number. So let's see his good answer.
It's not available at the moment.
Okay, his phone is off. Apana zuripo. Mufeki uyu. He's just talking nonsense. Let's see if we can get him again on another number. So there are so many fake people in this environment. The reason why they are doing this is they want to make you eventually end up with a fake media and the fake political parties. You are going to end up following fake people, thinking that you're following the real people. Okay, as you can see, no one is speaking. And this is a continuation of this Job Sikhala story. These guys have got nothing. They are talking nonsense. And I challenge anyone that is or is part of whatever residual stand. I've never sold a residual stand in my whole life. I don't sell stands. So if you hear someone saying Gambakwe sold his stand or deposited money into their bank account, that is false. I've never sold a residual stand ever in my life. And there is currently no one. And I challenge everyone right now. My phone is here. Phone right now to those people. And if someone phones after this session, I'm going to put them on this live and we'll clarify it. If you say you ever paid or were involved in a residual stand with myself, so that's another falsehood that is being put out. Someone just types a letter without checking. And let's ask Ango Jets. I think Jets is there, so that maybe he can clarify what he knows. So we found Ango Jets right now. What is it that he knows now that he is the one who's published the letter? So we're calling him. I hope that in the UK is still a time when someone is awake. Okay, so there's no answer there. As I can say, and as I've been saying, we've got a big problem where people shamelessly lie. And I'm starting to expose this story of Sikhala because I don't want you guys, especially people who walk around and you think you're walking with someone who is with the opposition and they are walking around with people from ZANU-PF. Some of the people don't have security. They're walking around. And there's this narrative that Job Sikhala didn't know these people. They just somehow met and walked around and met without knowing each other. This guy was paying for Job Sikhala's expenses, not only for that day. Since he started coming to Johannesburg, I don't know how far long back in Zimbabwe, but since he came to Johannesburg, this man is the one that has been paying for Job Sikhala. When Job Sikhala was arrested, this man sent a lawyer to represent Job Sikhala. He also sent him food at the jail. So this is not true. And Job Sikhala took money. He was paid on that day when he was at this meeting. A transaction was made. There was money paid by these guys. One of these guys paid money to Job Sikhala. Nigel Sibanda or Tinashe Mpofu. They made a payment on behalf of Job Sikhala. So to go out and make a story in public and say, oh, I went there, I didn't know the people, and then afterwards I didn't go to the car. He did go to the car with these guys. What is it that he did? He must make sure that this issue is either he keeps quiet or he says the correct story. He can't just go in public and tell a false story. That's not allowed. Right, let's look at comments here. Speak of the breaking news, the Tendai Biti officer, right? What your boss is doing back home. Let's see what happened to Tendai Biti. So we're done with this one of someone trying to gain publicity using my name. I won't allow it. Monday was sending him a letter. We're going to sue this guy. I'm assuring you here, we're going to sue this guy. Totora, the last chicken at his home in the village, we're going to take that chicken. And then let's go to Tendai Biti. What has happened to Tendai Biti? Why would I hide what happens to Tendai Biti? Am I part of people who fight Tendai Biti? So let's see what has happened to Tendai Biti. And I think if I go to Hopo, I'll get something. So let me go to Hopo Chingono over here. Right, so Hopo Chingono, I'm looking 26 minutes, meet, okay, 1 hour. So 1 hour ago, unfortunately I haven't seen this because as you can see, my sleeping time and other people's sleeping times are different. So don't expect me to know everything as it happens, especially in the mornings. So let's see what happened. It is said to hear that Zimbabwean government has sent trucks with riot police to camp outside the office of Zimbabwe senior lawyer and opposition leader Tendai Biti. These are the things that put a strain on our country. The whole idea that Tendai Biti is the Constitutional Defense Forum, at least the Constitutional Defense Forum is guaranteed by the Constitution of our country, freedom of speech. Let's see. Whoever advises the president, right? So this is riot police camping outside Tendai Biti. There seems to be some posters here. Is that Nash? And then there are two pictures of the thing. So let's see if what Tendai Biti has tweeted about the situation, because this information that's here is that's true. Police, a few riot police outside Tendai Biti. Are they looking for him? So let's see what's happening over here. Is Tendai Biti being sought by the police? Are they looking for him? Why are they outside his house or his law firm? So looking at his own Twitter, there's nothing. So let's look at other places over here. What else is out about Tendai Biti? Same Hopo Chingono, Zim Live. So let's go to Zim Live. Riot police camped outside the office of Biti Law Chambers in Milton Park in Harare today. It is thought in anticipation of the gathering by the Constitutional Defense Forum, which Tendai Biti leads. Biti told Zim Live was Chirezi and accused ZRP of psychotic paranoia. So apparently, Tendai Biti was supposed to hold a meeting, and they camped near the office of Tendai Biti. I did not know that Tendai Biti formed the Constitutional Defense Forum. So now that we know that is formed, why is the ZRP barricading the offices of Honorable Tendai Biti? CCC, Tendai Biti is not just a fellow lawyer, he's a voice of democracy, and so on and so on. So you can see that this is what has happened. This is something to do with anticipation of people coming to Tendai Biti's meeting, and Tendai Biti is not even at that place. So that is what has happened. And as I'm saying, I didn't know about it. I'm just finding out about it, that the police went out and camped in front of Tendai Biti's house or law firm. The question that I'm asking is, right now you can easily go online and make an announcement. Why is Tendai Biti not going out to make an announcement? They must go out, they must put out all their press statements and not be stopped by police or right police. You know that right police are going to do this. If you go right now and say you're having a meeting in Zimbabwe, you're going to see right police coming to your house. If you want to launch, let these guys launch. I've been saying this to Tendai Biti and Job Sikhala. They must launch. If they're launching a political party, they must launch. If they're launching a defense group, they must launch. We have gone to court against Mnangagwa. You won't see me going to say, I'm going to make a press statement about us going to the Constitutional Court. We know what will happen. If you go to Zimbabwe and you try anything, you get arrested. Right now, as you speak, Malcolm Masarira is in jail. Mazbaba Shandu is in jail. That is because of what they did. If you go out in Zimbabwe, you get arrested, and it's a fact. So that is what it is right now. And then let's see other comments here. Are you done, Gambakwe? Endrunzura, ndakupa number yangu, pinda Endrunzura up. So here is the number, and I'm going to be here for another 5 minutes. I'll give you a link so that you guys can join. If you want to say something here, I've got nothing, absolutely nothing to hide in my life. I sleep well. I don't have anyone paying me. I don't have anyone sponsoring me. I don't have nothing to hide, whether in the opposition or inside of ZANU-PF. I don't have anybody or anything to hide. So I don't know why this other one didn't go. Facebook link didn't go. But if you're on YouTube and if you're on X, you'll be able to see the link that I've sent out right now. If you want to join me, you can join here. If you want to challenge what I'm saying here, you are able to challenge here what I'm saying here. So, Gambakwe, becoming professional. I am becoming professional. Do you think I will allow myself to be attacked with lies? I will never allow it. I don't want people who go around pretending to be Democrats and they endanger me, especially when I go to a place. I go to a place, I spend 4 hours in that place, and I don't know that place is sponsored by ZANU-PF. When I go to ZANU-PF function, I go there knowing by myself. I have been at ZANU-PF functions, and I've spent time sitting there at the ZANU-PF rally or at the ZANU-PF event. I got there by myself. I don't want to go to someone who's pretending to be opposition, and I'm sitting there, and most of the people that are there are actually ZANU-PF who have organized it. And then to lie to say, I don't know Nigel Sibanda, I only heard about him from such and such a person. I've never seen him. I was surprised that they called us. That's not true. Sikhala got paid by these guys. At the meeting, they made a transfer for him, a bank transfer. He only went to that place because they started at 11 in the morning. And he was looking for them, give us money, make us a payment, make us a payment. And they didn't pay. Eventually, they met there because that is where they said they'll make the payment. The reason why they were looking for a charger was so that they can pay him. So don't lie. We don't want lies right now. And we don't want people that go around spreading lies. And then after he was arrested, this same Nigel Sibanda sent a lawyer to him, send the money for food. So that is how it is. And we don't want lies. And I'm not going to accept it. I will never allow myself to be smear campaigned by this group. National Democratic Working Group 0.5 creative, DJ Holy, they cannot and will never be allowed to smear campaign me because I will defend myself with all that I've got. I'm not going to allow them to smear campaign me. They will never do it. They will rather stop right now. Trying to you're dragging about court case EH Concord, which you know is fake. What are you talking about? How is a court case fake? You want to go and file your own case if you want. A court is open to everyone. You file your court case when you want. You're not told when to file a court case. And our court case is going to bring a response from Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is going to tell us what he's planning to do. What are you going to do? When are you going to wait? The same people that you are talking about right now, we don't even know who's paying them. Did you know that job Sikhala is being paid by a ZANU person from Zishawan? Do you know whose home is in Zishawan? Do you know Kanatiti Munugu Zishawan? Do you know what we're talking about? So we're telling you, and you continue to follow garbage. So I'm going to analyze everything. We're not going to sit here and be told lies. Especially when people tell lies and then they pretend to be clean. They pretend to we're such big Democrats, we've never done anything. Some of the things that you're going to see in Zimbabwe are going to shock you. You're going to be shocked by the things that you're going to see right now. Because ZANU-PF is about to lose power. ZANU-PF is going to lose power in the next election. They don't want to go there. So the things that are going to happen between now and the next elections are some of the worst things that you've ever seen. You've never seen what is going to happen. They're going to buy people. They're going to bring fake Democrats. They're going to bring fake organizations. And all this in an attempt to hoodwink Zimbabweans so that Zimbabweans end up saying, we can't do an election. Let's leave the election. If we go to an election and there's an opposition party, even if the opposition party has got someone unknown, the next candidate of ZANU-PF is going to lose. So they will try to remove everyone that you know, and then you end up with nobody or with a fake Democrat. Imagine if we didn't know and then Job Sikhala had contested as president and he was the only one there. Right. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. This was midday. What else do I want to show you? One of my favorite people. That is Minnie. She has given some wheelchairs. I didn't see that. So let's go to Greatman and see what has happened at Greatman Music. So this is amazing. So I want to show you the wheelchair. So let's remove this banner. Right. Let's go to Greatman Music on Facebook. If you go there, you will see that Minnie Chiwenga has given some wheelchairs. And let's see what it's all about. I'm looking. Right, that's one wheelchair. So there is Minnie Chiwenga 5 hours ago. Hi, good morning, everyone. We as Greatman Foundation would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Vice President's wife for honoring us with her presence at our humble abode. So she actually went to the house of Greatman and then she did give some wheelchairs. Where did I see that video? So there is it. So many wheelchairs over here. I think this is amazing. I don't know which place this is. It looks like one of the high density suburbs of Harare. So good job, Minnie. Great stuff. Right. So I think that was amazing. I didn't see this at all. I'm just seeing it now. And let's see the video. Okay, guys. So that was amazing. Did you see that? Mamonya. Did you see Mamonya? On the side, Mamonya camera. Okay, I'd like to thank all of you for watching. Let us build a country that is full of truth. Let us not build a two-faced country where people show you one face this side and then they go and show you another face that side. Our country is in a deep crisis, and we need a country that is proper so that all of us can live in it. One of the projects that I've been going to everyone about. So, Inini, guys, let me tell you what I've been going to people about. There is no person I've not approached about this project. One of the most painful things for me is lack of internet access for our creators in Zimbabwe. I've approached so many people to say, let us build a place where about 100 creators can come in Zimbabwe. They can be able to go in a room where there's fast internet, and they'll be able to shoot video. They'll be able to get somewhere to take a shower. They'll be able to change. They'll be able to park their car. And if possible, they can even get to sleep there. So I've approached so many people and said, let us build such a place in Harare where our creators can create some sort of a hub or a lounge where our people who are in the creative industry can be. If you see me talking to a person who is in government, ask that person if I have not approached them about that project. You will never hear me saying, "Ndipo mari urara muhotera," kana kuti ndipo mari kuflyer kuenda to such and such a place. I have never ever been paid by anybody, and I will never be paid by anyone because I live within my means. What I've got is the money that I use. So if I don't have money that day, I'm in my house, I don't go anywhere, I don't drive a flashy car. My house, which I'm staying in, I bought it in 2013 in South Africa. I had 3 houses in South Africa. I sold all of them. I'm left with 1 house. In Cape Town, I rent. In Bulawayo and in Zimbabwe and all these other places. Most of my properties that I had, I sold them already. And I don't sell stands. You must understand that I don't sell residential stands. I'm not in the business of selling stands. When we do a project, we build a community. So you never hear me or hear about me involved in residential stands. That is the truth. And I am a person that was a senior manager at a bank. In 2003, I was already a senior manager at a bank in Zimbabwe. I left and came to South Africa. I've audited over 20 JSE listed companies. And I've worked in so many countries, including the United States and Europe, all these countries. So when you see me, some people think I'm like a 0.5 creative Akabaku Zimbabwe, where he was Secretariat's assistant. I'm not like that. So don't be lied to. We want to build a country which is successful and which is where you guys are going to be able to come home. If we continue with these fake Democrats and fake DJs and fake journalists who just take things online and post, they take thing here, they post, they take thing here and they post, and they are not even afraid to lie about the person. We build in West Country than ZANU. Muchamutraga munangabu. When these guys who are fake come into power, munowa mitraga uti tenda kubhikita tonotsvaga munangabu, tenda ku Zambia tonotsvaga munangabu. Because that is the problem. There's no crisis in Zimbabwe. Gambakwe here, the crisis. Mukoma sabi machinja logo. You scammed many people about houses. Stop lying. I gave you a number, phone here. Phone. I challenge you, Charles Pops. Phone. In name is very clean. As you're not gonna anywhere where I'm going to do affecting. The problem with you is you do nothing. Iwo Charles Okambovakachi, life Marco. Pana. I have done projects worth millions. Myself, as you see me here, sitting here where I am, I've done projects worth millions. There is no creator in Zimbabwe who has done so many projects like me. I have brought together more than 1,000 people and took them to Zimbabwe to invest. All right. I would like to thank all of you for watching. And then let's see. You lied that Mnangagwa is sick in Larus. Last time guarded by security men, you lied to Kutoksili Atiza. That was during the time of Geza. Things were crazy. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Guys, don't fight me with the lies. You will lose. Because the truth is like light. Darkness runs when it sees the truth. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. and a good day to you all.